Mark is in the AO. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Glad you can join us today for another round of Super Holo Wars. Apparently we're close to the end game, but I don't really feel it. Well, the end game of Chapter 1 at least. We've had a pretty good run so far. In fact, we actually managed to finish two very risky mastery point conditions yesterday, but now we're still in the middle of the second desert defense mission. After we've completed the second mastery point that we worked on yesterday. Bit of an update on that. We almost had a good run. We almost missed the chance to get the MR point and might have looked at a restart if it wasn't for the fact that some poor folks managed to rush into Iris and she blew them all away with her Genesis revolvers, and that got us our MR point. Now it's turn 3, and the second wave of attackers into town have positioned themselves outside the walls of the HQ. Now this this strike force also has a command unit in the form of Landsat, who's using a rather unique design, the SEM-04 Custom Heavy, which I feel like something I haven't seen before. It looks like a combination of the standard SEM-02, well, it's more like the updated SEM-03 because of the extra verniers and the red helmet and all that, combined with what appears to be the the SEM-02 command unit combined with the SEM-03 jammer, which basically means that he does have jamming abilities on top of his Dominion field, which could be a bit of a pain to deal with. Thankfully, though, our main objective is to shoot him down, so that means if we can thin out his cohorts, we won't have to worry about his jammer, and the only thing we'll have to deal with would be the Dominion field, which can be annoying because it has a minus 200 to all defense stats to our units, well, armor stats really, which would be really problematic for the ship. Which is why, where's the resupply point? Well, I guess the only place we can work with that are the tanks here in the back, so I'm gonna put the brass belt in the back for now, let it recharge, and get some HP up in the bit as well, while we set up whatever units we have to engage these openers. Just a bunch of SEM-01s really. Basically means I just need people with wind type attacks to handle most of the heavy work. That means Izuri-san has a go at it. The Spice Gang doesn't really have anything for now. Neither Shion nor Akudan have any wind type attacks, I think. Wait, no, they don't. It's Dark and Lightning on top of the water attacks. The Excapia also can't be useful for this one, I think. Oh wait, it is. Pizza Slicer is actually a wind type, so we can probably move it here. They'll be working with the Vibratsu. Then, no, I don't think there's a wind type in the Myth crew. Yep, nobody is a wind type with a Mythica. And they don't have any wind type attacks either. Subaru-san also doesn't have any wind. Wait, she does, but it's the weakest. We'll use her as a backup just in case. So we'll put her around here, maybe. And Gimli could probably. No, they can't sit in the back. Or they can. Put them here. And then switch him off to Chokusen. So she gets some main pilot setups for a change. In the back, though, we'll have to worry about fire and ice and water types. So that means I'm gonna switch over to Tencho. Wait, no, there's mostly ice types on the back there. So we can switch over to Tencho. And Iris will cover this area. And that's that. We're not leaving the confines of sight these walls. We already have double barriers in the form of this cliffside here and the wall here, so I'm not sending my units out to meet Lancet, because that's what he wants. He has both the jammer and the calculation unit on, so he's got the major advantage here. Oh, whoops, why did I place exit? No, go for a quick save. And save in file 2, the emergency save slot, and then we'll go ahead and end our turn. Good choice, now you're gonna get blown up. Time for an opener with Chosen on the field, but ooh, energy's a bit down. I totally forgot about that. Incoming. Evade. Oh crap, that's bad damage. Whew. Good thing she's a bit tougher on that. Excuse me. Oh, they treat to watch the attack animation for the D&D wind mask, to be honest. Mostly just for the comedy. Probably the next wave of attacks will head straight for the Gimme, which could be a problem because they're now halfway through their health packs. And we also need to level up the boys because they're way behind. So hopefully these next waves will... Yes, there you go. Christ, pizza is too far. Fine, let's soften them up first, and then we'll get to the walls. Well, sit on top of the walls, and then attack them with a pizza slicer. They will take a hit from this, I feel. Never mind. Good version from Autopilot. You wanna go, huh? You wanna go, mate? Yep, that was a miss. You wanna frickin' go, mate? Back in the car park, no cousins, mate. Still too far, and there's only a 68% chance to hit. Considering that there's a elemental mismatch too, the chance of a hit are even lower. That's gonna be a problem. They're gonna take this hit. Thankfully they tanked that. Thanks to the cloak defense, but I don't think the return fire will be enough. Yep. Reduced damage because of the elemental mismatch, or rather reduced chance to score a hit thanks to thanks to the elemental mismatch. Alright, who do we go in next? I need the money, so I'm gonna use Bless on Autopop, and then we'll go with Sweeping Barrage. That's a good hit. Not a kill shot though, which is kind of annoying. In that case, nope. Too far out. In that case, I'm gonna have to engage them with something else. Ability up, right. That's energy regeneration. But I guess I could use that for the Gimme in the back. Now we'll use the damage boost later on when we're dealing with Lancet back there. Also probably gonna need the Spice Gain stage ability to reduce his morale manually. Okay, what we got? Stage move. Increase movement. Nope. Stage. Theta? Nope. Okay, we still have 2 for us. So we're gonna use that. No, don't use that. Ooh! And Gamma is in effect. Oh, damage reduction. Cripes, I forgot that part. Okay, stage move, stage... Well, whatever, time to do some slicing. Pizza slicer! Oh, I should have given him cheer as well. Alright, let's rock. Hang on a second. What's this animation for? Wait, I gotta check something. That. Oh, good. That was a kill shot after all. 3,000 points. Not bad. Oh, come on. Headphones, cooperate with me, will ya? There we go. Alright, now they're level 26. That means their idle levels are also up. Idle level 7. Ooh, 2 SP. Nice. Who do we throw in next? Ah, Miyabi's still pretty low on the morale boost. Ah, enough of a boost that that next guy is gonna get blown up to bits. All turrets on standby. Stabilize, decisive fire. Unfortunately, because of limits, that means Autosun will be within striking range of the others, and they'll have a bit more of a boost. Mostly because Pizza Slicer is very short range. Boom. Now let's take care of them before they become an issue. What else can we use for this? Nope, still too tough. Yes, full repair, sweet. Bibesta! Yeah, there you go. That's more realistic. Not much of a kill shot in that one. Well, not like it's gonna be useful. I got air already. Yosh, Igza! Okay, now that's still pretty high. 16,000? I will overkill that just because of the stat advantage, more like. Now where do we go from here? 2 more interlopers that will have to be blown up before the rest of the enemies arrive. Now, who do we throw into this fight? I don't have anything. Fine, let's just soften up this other guy and then he'll get blown up in the next turn. Would be nice if they actually animated the melee barrage that this attack animation has. Yeah, they just covered in clouds. Start up with a knuckle duster, and then here comes the finisher. I guess the animation for the kick really is very close to a Soul game. Still needs some work on damage though, it's just 7,200 points. Elemental mismatch aside, that should be higher. Almost. 47% chance to hit on that one, thankfully. They're all 27s out here. I could probably use the Dyrus. Yeah, since Iris still has a bit of a low morale on that run. Genesis Revolver! Too weak. Oh, the Genesis... I went overkill. Why did I go for Genesis Revolvers on this thing? A bland mismatch on that one. Speaking of, before the stream, I was actually checking some things on my YouTube feed, and apparently, well, mostly because I was a little too focused on other things outside of streaming, apparently SRWY released a new set of DLCs last week. And you know what caught my eye in that DLC list? Idion, Xenoglossia, and Beltorchicus children. Like, this is, I think, the return of the Nightingale after, what, 10 years? Like, we've already seen the High Nu return several times, most recently in 30, But I feel like the Nightingale only returned now after what? After the VXT trilogy? I'm sure the Nightingale was in VXT, right? I'm not misremembering things. Anyway, that one was... that one kind of surprised me, but the real eye catchers were Idian and Xenoglossia returning to SRW, and even funnier, I think this is the first time that Xenoglossia appeared in a mainline SRW at all. I mean, technically it is DLC, but still. Although it is only just, well, the face of 765 Pro herself, I think. I don't think her co-pilots are there, like... I've totally forgotten about how Xenoglossia's plot went, so I don't remember if Harada's Oshi is part of the crew. Iori? Iori, right? His Oshi is Iori. Double check. Oh, yep. But she's in a different unit. Oh wait, no, she's also part of the command force. Basically playing the Onesama role for this unit. She also did the coach role in the original anime. Hang on. Hang on. Huh. They added Cross-Ange to the DLC? Ooh. Garbage. Garbage. That sucks. Why would you add Cross-Ange to this DLC? Do people actually like Cross-Ange in SRW? Well, not like I can actually use it. Since I don't have the money or the hardware resources to play Y right now. Anywho, enough of that looking through. Let's go back to the game. Iris knocked that guy up. Honestly, though, I'm not exactly a fan. Like, I know a lot of people actually liked the way Cross-Ange actually went through. But I guess it's more like a bit of... It's me having a bit of a problem with the way the drama was handled in the series. And how, like, a lot of the deaths and probably even the relationship breakups in there were more, like, for shock value. At least from my point of view, but yeah. I'm not really a fan. And I suppose the design for some of the rides is decent. But I can't help the fact that a lot of the stuff there heavily references Seed and I think Fafnir 2, or at least just some of the other IPs that Fukuda worked on before Cross-Ange was a thing. And then there's also the gratuitous fan service that's almost going into an overly ecchi territory. But that's just me. I mean, people can like what they want, but I really just am not a fan of seeing Cross-Ange in SRW. Now, what else was in there? Hang on, let me double check that. SRW1 April 26 DLC. Okay. So on top of that, Ideon though, Ideon is the real big banger for this one, apart from Xenaglosia and Beltorchic's children, at least from me. Ideon making an appearance is overkill, though I don't know if since I haven't seen the full trailer for the DLC and I haven't seen the DLC units in action, I have no idea if the Ideon shown in the game is the full power version, which would have made it overkill. Because can you imagine having to deal with the Ideon gun going all off on its own in the mainline story where it's not even part of it? Terrify even the most seasoned of SRW players. A bit of alpha PTSD, so to speak. Death Blaze driver is too short. Side pursuit not really doing much there. I guess we'll have to go with Keyta after all. D&D Maske. Let's blow him away. Boom! That puts the Gemi team in, Keyta would jump up to level 28. I mean, we can probably put the team besides the... We could probably put Mythica over here on the left. But then the only thing they'll have is energy regeneration. Should we lure these guys to the center? Seems like the best choice right now. Okay, that's everybody. Next turn, please. Cripes. He's the one sitting in the force. That's not good. Well, in that case, we're gonna have to push in and destroy those guys on the left. Maybe not. What do we do? I thought Lancet and his cohorts will stay in the middle for the time being, while the ice units over here will start moving first. Well, Lancet's of ice type, so we could probably just wait here because I'm feeling kind of lazy. For that, we're gonna have to put Shionyo up front. This is gonna be light, and this is gonna be water types. We'll have to deal with them much more efficiently by that through that. Let's switch this over to Rika-san. Put Iris here in the back. Then Subaru-san over here. Sen over here. Then switch over to Hojo again. Then we'll put Tencho here in the back. Miyabi can hold on over here and then switch out to Izuru-san so that they'll have a bit better chance of defending themselves, because dark and light element units don't have any strengths or weaknesses for bonuses there. And then we'll put the brass bell all the way in the back, because thanks to command level 4, they have full coverage of this zone and some extra space down on the south side. So if we need to move outside the walls, I can keep the brass belt here. We'll have 3 units in this frontline area to take care of any incoming forces. Right, that should be it. They're still not moving! What are they doing, man? We'll clean these guys up in our turn. As long as they do damage to our units for now, they won't be much of an issue. Good, let's keep this up. Legs. Yosh! Hangeki da! Yep. 10,000 volts coming up. Well, now that I think about it, 10,000 volts doesn't really count much. Especially when you remember that Top Gear episode where Hammond was put inside a Golf GTI, and he was hit by 400,000 volts of electricity. In real life, a lot of these things won't really be blown up like that by a thunderstrike, thanks to the Faraday effect. And 10,000 volts won't really do much to any properly insulated body. Oh, they went straight for Ocho. Anything I can use? I don't want to use Demon Grace Blade because that's gonna reduce their value, and the XP of anybody who's going to attack them will be reduced. There's the element type disadvantage again. Energy is also pretty low, so they gotta recharge soon. Too close. Richie Buster! Those ice units better come close. I'm not going to engage Lancet until those ice units strike me. Better luck next time, boyo. Final spark! Starlight Breaker! I thought he'd survive that with one more HP. Like, literally 1 HP. But neither Aqua nor Shion have Mercy, so... Ooh, good jump, level 27 now. Do I overcharge beam? Nah, let's defend. Let's see what the overcharge beam looks like. Let me show you, Hololive, how a real warrior commands the flow of battle. Yeah, sure, whatever you say, old man. You're not even engaging the types that are weak and strong against you. Story Eaters took no prisoners. Can't stand up to this level of weaponry, your planet is doomed. Oh, so that's why it's called an overcharge beam. Wait, that looks more like the final beam. Alright, let's see how much of the damage can actually be mitigated by the SB field. That's a lot still. Barrier's holding for though. 42. She got 42 XP for defending. Sweet. Alright, which of you dingoes aren't moving? If you aren't moving, I'm gonna come to you. Somehow. Maybe not. Okay, let's see. Rika-san's 27, Izuru's 26. Okay, Iris is 39 kills, Ojo's 47. Ooh! The Myth team is at 49, they just need one more kill. And that'll be the boss. For now, I think I'm gonna use Izuru-san to get some more levels out of this guy. Wait, any abilities we can use? That's for later. Energy regeneration is still active. Yes, let's go with Will de... Oh, come on, don't tell me they're not in the right spot. Oh, yeah, they are. Let's go. Landsat will lose. We'll go down to 124 next turn unless we use Daunt, which we don't want to use right now because there's still 6 units in the back. On top of this guy up front. I just want him to come to us already. Oh! Sweet. Because support attack, I forgot. You're not planning on backing down, are you? Good blow away armor. 1,823 points of damage. Good enough. That puts them up to level 27 as well. Now, what do we do? I mean, we'd probably move out of the base and engage these guys, but I don't really feel like doing it. Can I just stay here? What ability does he have? Active. He only has guard on, so there's no point in engaging him, and he has support defend. Well, it's not like we can send the Mythica out. They're on ground-only units, so they'll have to look for a ridge line, and that's going to reduce their mobility significantly. So we rather have to. I'd rather that they let us sit here and wait for the enemies to come in. I just don't know if I want to rearrange anybody. Well, we can't do that with Aeson because we've already ordered her to do some repair work. Lancet's HP just 45k. I thought it was gonna be higher. You know what? I'm gonna do a quick save and then we'll just end this turn. See how that goes. I still have 6 units, I know. There we go! Seriously? Why are you so fixated on Subaru? Kishi no Ransato. Fire! Oh, she'll have to tank that again. That's gonna be worse because we're on evade, not guard. A little too close for comfort there. Actually, Bear is holding for now. Just hold it up a bit more. Oh, sweet. They're now level 29. They're gonna be catching up to the Gen 0 unit soon. Lancet is down at 128. Wait. That's gonna be the last use for that ability. How fast are these guys gonna be in? They're not gonna be fast enough, so we're not gonna use Iris's defense ability just yet. Though we can use the myth one instead. We'll have Iris deploy hers later. We'll use these for the next. Goobus doesn't have enough SP to daunt this guy, and neither does Shionyo. Oh, she does, but I don't want to use it just yet. Maybe I can. It's gonna be 118. End the turn, let him come to us. Tank. Why isn't? Oh right, because I forgot. I put him on the ground, which is why the brass bell isn't providing any support. I put him on the ground. Okay, what we got? The enemy will is down to 115. Just come in close. Don't get close to Lancet. We're gonna blow you up manually. Anybody I can engage from this range? Nope, they're too far. That's it. And the wait, no, save first. Gonna be a bit risky, but I'm gonna hold on to this. And then let's end the turn here. Get to Aliki! Let's shock him up a bit and then we'll cook him up as soon as we can. Quick as you can, lads. Good evasion! Let's see how much damage the electric shock is gonna be. You know, now that I think about it, the Tesla Trooper's 2,000 volts, 2,000 volts in RA2 is actually negligible when it hits a tank. So that's kind of funny. Okay, so that's what we should have done. Anyway, they're all on the walls now, so we can spread our units a bit. Ugh, they took a really bad hit on that. Are you sure you want to provide support defense here? Thanks for the counter ability, at least. Right, now that we've attracted their attention, we'll send these damaged boys to the back. Yup, they're tanking the attack again. The Excopia will have to sit next to the brass ball to get a repair. I can handle a couple of those. Pretty close. I like this. Archiving, thank you. Right bow. Port bow took some hits, but they can handle that. Yeah, pretty heavy damage all around. SB Blaster! Wait, which unit did I get the barrier to? Oh right, it was a silk bell, not the brass bell. I don't want to look. Spice Rush? Okay. Oh, he's actually lucky to survive that. Well, because of the reduced morale, his attack is absolutely weak enough that Subaru can actually tank it. 749 HP. Okay, we're in a good spot to engage these targets, so we're going to switch things around a bit. Have the boys clean this up. Analysis complete, now for the execution. Then we'll have... Yes, there we go. Accuracy? Nah. No, not the movement increase either. Reduce damage. Increase damage. Morale boost, morale dropping to the enemy. And I think we got 4 stages in effect. Energy reduction, energy regen 20%, damage taken minus 20, fall damage plus 1.2, no, times 1.2. Time to cook these guys up. We'll have Ojo handle this guy. Oh wait, no. It's just one dude. Whoever has the lowest level should deal with that. Wait, that's outside the walls. Hold your positions. Now we'll have... Nah, screw it. Ooh, there's actually a gap in the wall here. That's interesting. A couple of gaps, actually, that will allow the Mythica to jump in. For now, I want these guys cooked up pretty badly. Ooh, sweet. Maximum SP for Chokosen, so we can give somebody the money later. Which means that's gonna be for Myth. You are going down, my friend. Going down real hard. Nakini ayame sandu! Kishiran Santons. Mighty! Let's... Wait, what? What did I pick up? That doesn't show up here. Dang it! Another quick save. We're already at what turn? Kinda skipped through a lot on that one. That's not good. Continue to attack. Alright, support attack. In that case... Who else has support attack? Subaru-san has support attack level 2, which means 2 of them. Unfortunately, we've already used Rika, so we can't really provide support attack against these guys. But... Genesis Revolver! You can tank that attack all you want. I'm gonna blow you up just the same. That also makes it much easier for us to get some more money in. Because we can pretty much hook him up with the Deathblade's driver once he's down enough on health. He says he won't fall down today, but he totally forgot I got support fire on. Well, that's a very nice defending stance there. Revolver cannon! Fire! Maximum level! Shoot! Not much damage on that one, but that's understandable. He had his defense on and all. A good hit, he says. I really like that when there's a counterattack after Iris manages to use her Genesis revolvers, she actually keeps the revolvers on her hand during the counterattack phase, which is actually a pretty neat touch. You got a little short there, bud. Up to it, lads. somebody walking away from that. Ooh, that's critical too. Boom. Well, that's gonna activate his guard as soon as we knock out 2 of these guys. I still have 1. Now, who do we engage with this unit? Ooh! No, too far. How high is it? Support defense level 2, okay. Then we'll have the Bratsu handle him later. Poor bloke can't counterattack because he is out of range. Well, no. Doesn't matter. Even if we only we've only got damage on glance set, we'll be able to counterattack anyway, so. I don't expect a lot of damage for this one though, because Lansat is ice and he's got defend on. Yep, Neil barely moved on that, just 2,590 points of damage. That was right. Unfortunately, that means his support defense is out, which puts us well within striking distance of the next target. I wonder if we can destroy this guy this turn. Really, 1, 2, 3, 4 units left. I still have support fire for Shuba if I need to. One, 2, 3, 4. Nah, let's use Bless later, maybe. By then, oh yeah, I have Gooba ready to daunt, so I think I will just wait for that. We'll engage the 3 units here first. 96% chance. No chance to evade this, I think. Blown away. Goodbye. Ooh, excellent. 100% chance to hit. And then one target here. I don't have Enable yet. I don't have enough SP for that. Holo! Holo! Wait, do I? Nope. She's halfway through. No way we can get anything out of that. Wait. Now we're gonna be playing support defense here. Hopefully the brass bell will be able to survive this attack. Kishiratsu Mighty! Who does Lancet remind me of? Can't put a finger on it, but he looks familiar. Almost got cut there. Brass Ball is now down to 4 figures. Right, let's cut him off in this turn. It's turn 10 where we've overstayed our welcome. So in that case, time to doom him to the doldrums. Anybody else have Doom? Daunt, rather? Nope, she's out. God bless these girls. Now, who else has Cheer? Oh, Pinch has Cheer. And Valor, too. Wait, can we engage them with it? Nope, I need Snipe. Snipe. Cheer. Valor and Snipe and Intuition. We don't want to move away from the walls. Let's soften them up. Let's see if we can actually soften them up here. It's just 32,000. But with support fire, we could probably thin them enough for the Valor to take effect. Demon Brace Blade is too far ranged. Oh well. Well, we can't do enough damage to him because he's Ice type, and Ice is weak to, strong to Wind. However, he also cannot do enough damage to us because Ice is weak to Fire. So it kind of cancels out. Let's see this comedy in action, shall we? So he's basically doing the Lotus stance when he's defending. That's pretty funny. Not much damage there. I expected as much. 2,000 points of damage. That's a serious gap over there. I'll send the battle in my favor. If you can't stand up to this level of weaponry, your planet is doomed. Take this! Attack with that. Oh, it wanted the mask, maybe? Ooh, that was too close. Whee! Oh, it's important to stretch even for what is basically a mechanical being. Don't want any of the gunk to go. The mask, the attack masks are still in that area. Bit of a gap got me there. Ooh, right in the family chalupa. That hit right in the family chalupa there. Definitely felt that. Alright, let's wake him up, shall we? Still not enough. Unfortunately, Death Blaze Driver's critical chance is cancelled out by the Valor, so... Unfortunately, we don't have anybody with Fury, so we can't really get some critical back. Oh, yeah, I can probably analyze that guy. Still not strong enough, so I guess we can wake him up with something else. We throw it. Ooh, I still have that. Okay, let me just save here. Just in case. Wait, what? Hang on a second. Sorry if you're hearing that. I just had to check what was going on. Looks like they're still doing another set of house fixes out there in the next room over. Ooh, I have support attack. Alright. Right, I forgot. Rika. Let's do a little bit of a spice rush. What? Let's just skip it, because I don't think he's... Oh, wait, no, let's see how much damage this actually does. I did say it before this, so just in case. Bit of a charge up on that one. It's quite of a shame. It is quite a shame that the Spice game doesn't also use the extended elbow blades that the Soul Gang gets when it uses its combo attack. Oh, that should be enough. Just keep me in the 1400s, and 14,000 rather, and I can check it up with the Mythica. I don't think we have anybody with X, don't anymore. Yep. There we go. Time to clean this up. Now cue Hell and Heaven. This is the end of that road, buddy. Hell and Heaven! Blazing Inferno! Kemo Kirugan go before! Vita! care to be a kill shot. But now they are at ace. Perfect final kill to get the ace points, and they get 1,076. 80,000 points gained. Sweet, that's gonna be helpful. They're now at level 29. Let's see what'll happen when we get level 30 of these girls. Something spiced up. If there's one thing that is true, is that your battle strength is the real deal. I like Kelsai. Were you also turned into an AI against your will? Kotairo! I like Kelsai. I don't entertain my enemies with my own tragic tales. Until our next battlefield. Baboom. Eh, boy, this guy will be a tough nut to crack. Well done, everyone. Return to the ship. I guess that's gonna be enough desert running, right? You got pretty antagonistic out there. Yeah, I just got this feeling. I think I know that guy's type. Getting him mad will be the easiest way to get anything out of him. That might work, but I also think that Kelsai might be key here. Yeah, I think if we can get them onto the battlefield together, we can make some progress. Let's all keep in mind that we're fighting these people. We're not their therapists. But that's how we do things, right? We won't leave them behind if we can help it. Mochiron yo, Aqua-sama. Well said. I will give my all to get to the bottom of this. Hold on, if even Aqua's going to bad form. Here. What is this, 1962? If us only managed to change, then I'm sure so can these people. Let's all keep in mind their objective is to prevent the Star Eaters from achieving their goals. But as long as this is achieved, I will allow you to do any side quests to your liking. Side quests. Thank you, Captain. We'll return to Site A immediately. I expect we will be dealing with more waves of Star Eaters. Ah, goody, back to the grinder. Back in Star Eater mainframe HQ. See? What did I tell you, Lan? They're quite strong, right? They are, but that's not the main point of concern here. Why do you keep feeding them more intel, Cal? It only hinders our mission. Have you forgotten that? The victor deserves the spoils, and besides, everything I've given them simply has made them stronger, so they'll be an even greater challenge. Not just for me, but for you too, Lan. Honestly, you should be thanking me. And if they manage to strike a nerve here and there, then so be it. They're getting to you, Cal. You need to keep your head in the game. Failure will not come without a price. You know that. Don't worry about me, Lan. I'm perfectly fine. I managed to dredge up some uncomfortable stuff, but I've long since dealt with that. So really, don't worry. Well, that's what I'd like to think as well. Have I really, or am I just pretending? Is Kel the same or not? There's a whole lot of unanswered questions, but last time we came nowhere close to getting real answers. No, I can't let that happen again. But what if Kel really is suffering? There's nothing I can do. Some superior, indeed. Right, that puts us in a bit of a bind, though. As we are pretty much running a bit short on the fun side of things. Thankfully, we got 80,000 out of the big guy. So that's going to be helpful as far as resources are concerned. But I'm more worried about the fact that we're almost towards the end of this operation, and that puts us in trouble. Wasn't there yet. Anyway, let's do a save up on this point. 39 Oshi points none of them spent. Shame that we don't have an achievement for that. That's understandable. At least with 141,000 we can do something, right? How about we increase the firepower of the Mythica? Wait, I got 50% upgrade level. Don't I get any upgrade bonuses for this? Seriously? You're kidding me! Well, I guess since it's just chapter 1, they're pretty much locked behind stuff. So we can't get to max level yet. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. And that, just like that, the money's gone. Great. What do we get? Ooh, enhanced drive? Movement +1, mobility +5. Movement 6, 8, 8, 5, 9, 7, 6. 6 as well, but we already got the Mega Booster for that, so that's right. Nav Guesser's 9. 6. Also 6. Shuba might need a boost. Excopia also needs a boost up there. Well, the ships also need a bit of a help. Maybe. Okay, let's go with Shuba. Enhanced drive, extra mobility as well. Mobility thruster might be useful for the Excopia. Mobility 25, yes, that's for increased evasion chances. Demi, do you get anything? That's a negative. A lot of these parts are still in the question mark phase, so that sucks. Alright, how about pilots? Do we have anybody we can use? I mean, we can probably... No, still not enough for Hidden Away. Okay, Amelia, Aqua, Mojo, Calliope. Thanks to Meditate, Calliope's Mori's SP usage is reduced, but she still needs something else to boost her capabilities a bit more. Chloe 335. Not enough for continued attack though. Choco Sand 269. I could probably go for Hidden Away, but now their melee type's not really useful. Enma already has Hidden Away. Foobs. No, she doesn't need it. Wait. She could use the Hidden Away, right? Let me double check. Yes, the High Dole Launcher needs Hidden Away there. Why can't we swap the pilots on the ships? Hey, Foobs here. Foobs. Only one more slot though. Do I want to go for Hidden Away or continue to attack? I mean, she has counter level 1, but... And the attack also eats up a lot of energy. Yeah, Hidden Away it is. I will probably get... no, not count. No, okay, get 1 counter. And then get 1 support attack. Ah, it's 140? Dang it. Oh, Meal. 431? And she gets continued attack on her own. And then... no, she doesn't count it. Can't use support defend either because that costs a lot. Oh, she can use counter. Wait, now she's out. Miyabi only has 191. He already has guard, so I think what he needs is instinct. No, instinct is a overlap. Can we get another support attack for Rika? Maybe not. We have that should be enough for now, so I think we can save here. And go straight to stage 27. Right, so we're already at 27? That can't be right. What's our next goal? We're in the Silbel cafeteria again. Perhaps I can... Nah, that doesn't make much sense. Well, is it he or hi? She's having a bit of a giggle. She's having a bit of a giggle, Mai. You look like you're having a good day, Matsuri. Of course, and let's let me follow Ritzy again. No. Of course. It's just a test run, of course, like with Mel. It's just a test run, of course, like with Mel. So you'll have to show us you've learned a thing or two since you last piloted it. Cripes, I should have given her skills then. Yeah, I know, but now, if I think I'm about to do something stupid, I'll just ask you and Mel. Likewise, I'll just ask Aki and myself too. Oi! I'm glad you've gotten them back. Well, you two sure get along a lot better now. I'm glad to see it. It's hard not to get a bit closer after such a powerful heart-to-heart. Aki, stop teasing us with that. Yeah, and stop teasing us with it too. Hey, okay. Yes, maybe that. It's a long shot. Hey, Professor, why are you mumbling to yourself in the corner? Huh? What? Oh. Sorry, ladies. The problem is just really kicking my butt. I'm trying to figure out a way to let us upgrade your holo gears even further. But holo gears continue to be rearable critters, and our conventional tech seems to have hit a limit. We pilots really don't have a clue when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think we have any holo gear engineers around. We sure don't. If we did, we wouldn't have taken so long to understand what we do about them. And there's still a lot we don't. So basically speaking, all these holo gears are black boxes. Got it. That's a bad idea. Just a bit of run locked and not get sent here during the digital realization event. Doesn't Coyote do holo gear maintenance? Maintenance, yeah, but we actually learned a couple of things from her. But upgrading the darn thing seems to be an entirely different discipline. What you really need is a holo gear plex. You're seriously talking about this now? In the end game? There's only one thing that comes to mind when it comes to holo and blacksmiths. And I think it's a very late point in the game to get some help. Yeah. The legendary blacksmith who grinds 27 hours a day to get the best resources out of everything. Now I think about it, there weren't any virtuals sent here that don't pilot a holo gear, right? You're right. And blacksmiths don't pilot. That would be interesting to watch, though. I mean, I don't think I've seen her play any mecha games, but I think I should check the rust strings again. I'm sure she was there, or maybe not. No, she was there, but I don't think she drove anything. Never mind. I'll have to see it through the story. Wasn't there one that does? Yeah, the famous holo gear pilot and blacksmith is said to never sleep. She is coming at a very late time in the game. Oh my bleeding god. This is indeed a very, very late time to get some help. Get some help. On Silbel Bridge. Oof, that's a bit of a typo. Captain, we received an emergency transmission from a holo gear nearby. A holo gear out here? What's its designation? It's not registered with Hololine, Captain. Set a course for the location immediately. Oh, goody, some more excitement. We haven't had enough of that recently. Okay, if it is who I think it is. Kyla! Kyla! Wait, is this all 3 of Holo Hero in one unit? We just had to, didn't we? We just had to follow that fancy Holo gear through the weird portal. And then we had to explore beyond the portal instead of reporting back. Yep, it is all 3 of Holo Hero in one unit, but I think they're probably the only representatives for ID. They're the only representatives for ID. Yeah, there she is. With a cat and a Kusogaki in tow by the looks of it. This might be the largest discovery I'll ever make. I can't just go back without some proper intel. Kyla, live a little. Sure, whatever you say, Kobo. That'll be all fine and dandy, but in case you forgot, I am the main engineer for a kingdom under siege. It is under a little bit of siege, I guess. I hope my apprentices can make things work back home. Maybe the real question is who signed off on letting the main engineer run along on the recon mission? Oh, so technically speaking, ID is from a different virtual entity compared to JPNEN then. At least in this game. That would have been Moon. Oh, dang. So everybody else is here. Well, it was to get Dragonium to power a new forge, which only I can appraise. Which we found! Well, it's not going to be doing us much good when we get shot down by a horde of these annoying robots. They've spotted us. Great story eaters. Speak of the devil. No response yet to our emergency signal. I think we're on our own. No problem. These guys are easy. Oh, great. Toxic Southeast Asian player Kobo is already in the seat. Let's just get this over with. Forging a new path. Ah, get it. Because she's a blacksmith. No mastery conditions yet, which is really scary. Ilma Leon? It's a lion type? Are you kidding me? They gave Holo Hero a lion type unit. Do you have any idea how much power you just gave Kyla? Yeah, that's definitely a lion type. Looks like a OG Gaiden lion, actually. And they got level 3 upgrades, too. It's a medium, but it's only level 5 on movement. Well, that's mostly because it's currently Earth type. Cold Reforge. 1 for each of their attacks for IE at least. Let's see what we got. Okay, they're halfway through. See? Why doesn't Genma get any extra scores here? She only got 5 because we helped her get kills during her debut stage. What the heck? Okay, Idle level 7, energy save? Well, I guess, because she, even though she doesn't sleep, she seems to be very full on the tanks there. Then there's Guard, that's expected. Zeta is air type, she gets Dash, Prevail, and Instinct. Prevail for an air type? That doesn't seem like a good match. And then, of course, Kobo is Water. Revenge and Instinct, quite fitting. And she also gets Fury and Daunt with Cheer. That's very great. Right on cue. And Zeta gets Focus, Fortune, Alert, yes. Kyla also gets Guts and Allies. Quite fitting, all things considered. Oh, great. There's a jammer unit in the field. I hate jammers so bleeding much. How much health does he have? 25k! Great, just great. I do have water attacks, but what else do we have? No, let's keep Daunt for later. They're only 100 will going down right now. Might not be a good idea. So let's go and focus. Do we want to fly? Sure. Then... Well, Kobo would have been much better here, for extra affinity bonuses, but those are lightning types up there, and I don't want them blasting us to that, so let's go with Keyta for now. Another obstacle? No pressure. It's the rainy season for you! Okay, now which theme is this? Charging, 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 charging. Hassa. Dodging is usually not my style. Your aim really isn't too great, huh? Okay, let me just check the options so we can see what music we're playing in. What do you mean I can check it? I can only check it in intermission. Dude. Okay, whatever. I can't exactly see where Kobo's segment is here. Unless it's those blue outlines, because most of the silver makes it look more like it's just Zeta's unit with a power pack from Keyta. Alright, let's see how that goes. I'll have to check the jukebox and the intermission screen to see what how that works. 59%. No, these guys don't have any defensive boosting. Come on, Keyta, you gotta evade. There you go. What the heck was that on their skirt armor? Oh, Vince. That's the best you can do. You need to get some help. Oh, look, another rock for me to smash. Right, we just need them to get some boosting to their... Oh, no. I don't think Keyta has prevailed, so that's going to be a problem for the Vince. But once she gets enough morale for guard, she might be able to tank the next few shots. She's gonna take a hit. Yep, there it is. Alright, thanks to the elemental mission, that won't be much of a problem. Nothing I can't fix. Boom! There we go, now she's really doing some damage. You keep getting wet. We just need to destroy this annoying jammer first. With the jammer standing in position, the other guys get a boost to accuracy. Yes, we're still doing some serious defensive evasion there. Rainy season for you! Definitely need a little help from Holo being on the cockpit. Guess we can't do much about that now. Alright, let's analyze and then focus. I'll keep Kobo's SP in check. Ooh, fortune. In that case, Keyta will use focus, although that's gonna eat up all our SP for now. Okay, just keep wetting that guy up. Another obstacle. No pressure. Yes! Next attack, we're definitely gonna bring down this jammer. Chargy, chargy, chargy. Keyta. You suck at this. Excellent provider of accuracy support for friendlies, but he's not hitting anything. The poor pup. I'll probably use Fortune later. And turn. Air? He's too far. Well, whatever. They're probably gonna take a bit of a hit here. Never mind. Right. Kill shot. Confirmed. Too bad Keyta doesn't have counter. Boom. Get rock slide. Ooh, they're gonna jump up to 30 at this rate. Cold Reforge? Ooh, I gotta see this. Too bad she doesn't have revenge. Not like the damage is going to be enough for that. Then I'm firing up the forge. Get things ready, will you? Yosh! Makasero! Well, she's doing this too much. I'll soften him up. What will you do exactly, Zeta? Bankat? Overcharge! Wait, what? Overcharge? King Gainer? Now with my awesome water shaft powers? Time to cool off. Attack and armor down? Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty, buddy. Very, very nasty indeed. Kill shot with this guy. Was that Sealat? I think the stance was a bit like Sealat, right? The stance that Zeta took, I mean, kind of looks like Sealat. I mean, Pengam Sealat. I think it is the main martial art from Indonesia. Could be wrong though. Yeah, the head is definitely a lion type unit. Squash him with some heat. Overskill! Overheat! And there's rapid cooling. Armor down and attack down. Whoever is the poor boss that will have to tank that will have some serious debuffs for one turn afterwards. Ooh, now they're level 30. Now this guy also needs to cool down. Reinforcements should arrive, but now, right? Nope. Let's land a bit and then engage them with an earth attack. Oh, I didn't give her focus. That's gonna be a problem. Squashed. Boom. Goodbye. Alright, here they come. That's a lot of them. Command units too. Ah, darn, they're getting serious. Might have to make a run for it. It's starting to look that way. Ooh, it's a bell. What the heck is that? Is that a bell ship hole here? Ooh. Now that I want to take a closer look at. Attention, unregistered Holo gear. We are Hololab. You appear to be in need of assistance. That's right. We'd really appreciate it if you could give us a hand here. Let's leave the introductions for later. These things don't look like they're going to wait around. Understood. Deploy all units. Alright. Hey look, it's the Holo gear we followed. Now that I have a closer look at it, yeah, there's no mistaking it, that's a Gen 0 unit. And those are Gen 1 and Gamma units. All units that went missing 7 years ago. And this must really be where they all went. That was right, this really has to be a once-in-my-lifetime discovery. And it's not just a Holo gear, you sillies, we're here too! That Holo gear looks familiar. Pecolandians? What? So that's why it was Muna. I thought it was because it's ID, but apparently it's because they came from Pecoland. That's where we've been living for a while, but we're not native now. Okay, that makes more sense. Guys, these things are really antsy. Can we get them can we deal with them first, please? Righto. Let's go secure our new friends. Clear the stage before turn 7? Are you serious? This is gonna suck. How many units do we have to deal with? We've got 21 units total and we knocked out 5. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of firepower to work with here. Except... Alright, special big in effect. Oh, I forgot to check what stage they have. Why does Foobs get Fury again? I don't remember. They don't have a stage ability, right? Because they're technically not from this area. I forgot, but what is that question mark? Spirit up, Oscar. Ability, no, that's from increased movement speed. Yes, I'm gonna need that too. Speed is up. Reduces damage taken by allies in the area of effect. That's pretty much it, I think. Huge damage with Hachima on the field. Those guys up north are going to be really antsy, and I think they're going to get close here. With 3 wind types to worry about as well, so we gotta move, and we gotta move fast. Azuki-san, if I could please rely on you for a bit. Thank you. If you can draw the fire, maybe. Lightning type command unit there, though. Yeah, I'm gonna need focus. Dang. Sonic Smasher! I got you in my sights. Go and assume the blue thing below the crown is a cockpit. Yosh! Hey! Vidashita! Phoenix! Ready! Yeah, Azuki's our own Ray in this case. Suck off! VMAX Hatsudo! Not a kill shot, but close enough. On to the next sky point. So it's the meeting of 2 lion-type units in this stage. Incoming! Keep your heads down! No problem dodging that. Now let's hope that will be enough to attract their attention. These rock types will be easy pickings for Azuki, but those lightning types will be annoying. There's not enough. Why is their spirit cost so high though? guys offer any... Oh, they do offer a bit of defense boost. Fire! Yeah, face the full force of Hololive. Oh, that was a cook-off. Excellent damage there. Let's see if she comes back. Playing at time, I'm not too sure. Oh, cripes. I'm honestly not too sure if we have enough turns to take care of all of these guys in the selections we have right now. Especially since, whoops, gotta be more careful. Our only other wind type here happens to be really slow. That's Okayo-san and the Grand Bell. Okay, fine, let's go with just drive, and then switch over the pilots. Huh, so that's how it works. This will at least keep Okayo-san alive from the wind types. Or at least, I mean the Grand Bell. Now, if these guys, these rock types will engage us instead, that'd be really nice. Level 26. No dark types for Matsuhi-san to take advantage of, I'm afraid. Oh, there's a jammer. There's a bleeding jammer. It's gonna be annoying. Did we get Hachama Heaven away? Nope, we didn't. Okay, let's hard spark the ever-loving crap out of this guy. Maybe not. Let's do the hard spark on this jammer. Yosh, yaruzo! Kokoro no chikara o misete yarou! Yosh! Iko! Keyta! Sign! We're not getting a lot down there. Just a smidge. That's a good start. I should wake that jammer up. If only we can destroy this guy over here with the barrage. Oh, we can. We just need to give her a bit of... no, maybe not. Hang on, let me just save. %94 chance to hit. Let's hope we get the score. They really need to add more C-Liz units to this thing. That's not a lot of anti-air coverage. Good shot. That would take him out of fight. That wasn't even critical. And he's out. Sweet. Enmai's now level 4. Okay, that's it for this round. Let's see if we manage to distract the enemy enough to keep him away from Holo. You'll get to punching! we actually do a lot of damage here because wind versus wind, so there's probably not much. Never mind. The rocket punch is starting to do some serious damage on its own. Elemental mismatches be damned. Oh, it's a jammer again. Sweet. Kubiki-san's gonna have her hands full with these guys then. Yep, not much damage there. No, Sonic Smasher's a little overkill, don't you think? Can we just hit him with the electric? Shock and awe, maybe? Oh my. Evasive! Great right, great right. Time for a shocker. 5,000 and a crinkle to boot. Excellent shot from Husky-san there. We'll definitely take a hit from this. Hang on a second, I gotta check something again real quick. I'll be right back. Just watch. You have no idea how much more water I've been getting through because of the weather. And there's also the fact that it's gonna be plenty hotter in the coming months. Ooh! Ooh! I forgot they have the ice element on the Sylph Bell. And by some sheer luck, it's the jammer that's pushing us in. The Sylph Bell will take a hit from this, I think. First time we'll see the attack. Yes, thank you, Sea Barrier. That was very helpful. Continue the engagement. Yeah, sleep with this. Sometimes my genius is almost staggering. Is what I would have said if I actually gave the Silver Bell even better defense, but no. I just had to forget that part. Well, at least we got the sea barrier, so. Bit to storm! 57% chance to hit. Are you kidding me? Acquiring target. Oh, they took a hit. Thankfully, they tanked that somehow, but definitely need more help. Finger wing, that's alright. Alright, let's go get him. You do know this is a ranged attack, right? How you feel? I think I'll Oh, he definitely felt that, even though there wasn't much of an elemental boost. He is in the dire straits now. More Sonic Smashing. Issei Kogekiga! Let's skip that up a bit. Too far out for a... Wait, no. They don't have any fire attacks, right? That was the brass belt. Alright, turn 4. And Okayu's ace ability has now activated. Because she is at 150 will. Persist every start of turn. Turn 4, we've only knocked out 1/3 of the enemy strike force. I'm not feeling confident. Right, that's, do we have, yeah, we do. Today! Unfortunately, I don't think we can, I don't think we... No, we can't switch pilots, so we'll just have to... I want money, though. Oh, that's Fortune! What the heck? Never mind, that was apparently a kill shot. But the spirit only activates when we attack. So I'm just gonna put Zetamine over here. Who wants to be cheered on? Naasuki, she's too high. Okayu Hachama. I'm probably gonna give these girls a bit of a cheer. We're gonna move Zetamine over here and then switch her in for Kyla. Unfortunately, there are no fire types, which would be weak to Kobo, so... That's not good. Silver Belt down to 834. Okay... Pinpoint multi-strike! There's only 2 targets. How about here? Only 2 targets as well. Wait, did I? No, I didn't give Foob's continuous attack. That's Mila's area. Trying to switch things around, then. Yes, I still have enough melee speed to deal with these guys, so let's take out their jammer. 2 bar? Okay then. Firepower. Does anybody else have support? They have the support. Dang it. Okay. Why are they using the high energy, the high dole launcher for this one? Oh, because it's close range, right? Let's see if we can engage them from this distance. No, too far. Dang it. Oh! No! Not enough whale! Are you kidding me? That's annoying. Yeah. That's very annoying. Yeah, well, score 2 kills here first, then. Let's bang it up a bit. No, not block. So they have persist on, so there's not much issue there. Wake him up, okay, son? Oh wait, why did I go for Earth attack? What the heck? I'm stupid. I am stupid. That was supposed to be a wind attack. Oh well, time to wake up these guys. I mean, we could try the pinpoint attack. Double kill! Ooh, excellent work, guys. Soul? Ah, that's plenty firepowerful. She gets soul on level 34. That's terrifying. Too bad she doesn't have fury. That soul boost will be much more effective. Okay, with that, we get the idolic ion cannon. Ion cannon charged and ready to fire. Sweet. Excellent work there, Enma. We can put these girls... We'll put the ship right next to Moisines. Wait, do they still have the cheer? No, they don't. No, they still have cheer on. Sweet. Alright, let's wake him up. I wonder if they have special dialogue when they're talking or getting assistance from their gen mates. But technically, Food was considered a member of Gamers here instead of Gen 1. So there's that. That's a strike, that's a good strike. What the high doll launcher will do to this. Whee! I'll pass on that one. They just say supporting time, that sucks. Press into empty matter, buddy. Okay, that should be enough. Mobility and range down too. So he'll have no easy way out once we cook him. Yosh, tanemize. Tanemize, Matsuri-san. Why am I keeping the lazy eyes on the ground anyway? This thing can fly! Boom. Ooh, 3 levels up? Nice. Now, who else needs a bit of a wake-up call? Only Poobs is left in the field. Ice the poor bastard. Chill out. Forever. Take care of him. Idle wins. What? Is that a flight unit? I'm going to assume that's a flight unit. 12 seconds. Almost 2/3 of the way there. Are we actually going to be able to make it? I'm not too confident about that. But we might as well try. Alright, Zetamine, here is your growth supplements. I don't think that was a kill shot though. How could you not evade that? Oh good, I'm out of position. I got spotted, I messed up. I'll never see this coming. Yep, that's a kill shot. Zeta should have had a jammer ability as well, since she's a type that's supposed to be informational support. Ooh. 53%. This isn't a kill shot because no, it's just a jammer. Zeta's just a bit weak for now. Unless her crit rate actually helps us get a kill here. I'd rather avoid combat altogether, but this'll do. You'll never see me coming. Critical hit? No. Wait, what? 44? Barely see the HP on that one. Come on, Zeta, wait. Oh, why are you taking these shots? Nothing there. That's a jammer, right? Yep, that's a jammer. It's gonna be a problem. We'll have to rely on Foobs for this one. Ooh, that's a hit! That's a bad hit. Guess she couldn't attack that. Let's blow him away. That's not very nice. This'll blow you away. Yep, that guy gone. We're jumping up to level 27, closing in on the kills. Once they hit 30, they're gonna be racking it up. We're at level 28. How about this next attack? No, he's gonna survive. Yeah, fine, Sonic Smasher. That's a command unit or a jammer? That's a command unit. Excuse me. Okay, where were we? Idle Wings! Oop. Ah. They're both lightning attacks. Come on, boobs. There you go. But the high doll launcher won't be a kill shot, which is a bit of a shame there. Good enough. And with the stat debuff, it will be easy picking there yet. Ooh, perfect. Persist is now in effect once again. Nobody we can hit with... No, we definitely can't hit some of them up there, but I need some boosting. That guy is going to be the real issue. With Frizz being the only ice-type attacker here, and that target being too far out of range, it's gonna be difficult. Ooh, I got Fury! And I got Valor. Hold on a second. So we've got Snipe. I have enough for Snipe and Fury as well as Valor, so if I can smoke this guy out. You're not walking away from this one, buddy, I'm sorry. You can still run away, you know. Nah, too late. Here comes the boom. Ready or not. Okay, that gives them up to level 29. They've caught up and actually overtaken Fubumion. Snipe, Fury. Wait, why does 4C have... Why is 4C blocked off? Oh, it's because you can't multicast with 4C on. I see. I can't bless. Oh well. Somebody else has to do that. Sheer could also work here. We need somebody with bless. Bye, photos! Bless. Does anybody else have bless? Hang on. Nope, sorry. We don't have any more bless abilities anymore. Come on. Headphones, please. Coordinate with me here, will ya? Yeah, if that's manageable. Now let's see if we can actually engage that turtle over there. Wow, that's a kill shot. Although, Fury doesn't seem to work here. So this is pretty much like the classic where activating Fury actually doesn't, or activating Valor or Soul cancels out any attempt to activate Fury. Yeah. Boom. That's another jammer out. You can only get 4,000 points out of him? That sucks. Now they're up to level 3. Prevail level 8 for Meal? Overkill. And now we've only got 4 targets to deal with. Right. Yeah, it's not 4. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Oh, we can actually finish them off in one run here. So I just need somebody who's... Hachama's actually well behind. I think she needs a bit of a cheer up. Does anybody else have cheer? Yes. Get close and first. Oh, wait, never mind. Trying to show you my dark side. Surprise! We actually managed to finish this in 5 turns. What? I cooked this one up just for you. Let's command unit down. We actually managed to knock out their... Oh, CQB expert level 8. Perfect. 2 wind type attackers. Wait, I can use... No, I can't. Damn. Trying to wind them up with a little bit of wind. Goodbye. 10,000 points. Oh my god. Oh, that's key. And just to rub it in. Oh no, never mind. We ran out of Daunt. No, we can use Analyze, so don't have the ability yet. Just to be annoying, it's called Reforge time. Flashy finish. Just nice and easy. Whee! I'll soften him up. Overcharging! Quick quench to take care of the big guy after a lot of overheat. Nothing left but space dust. And with that, we're done in 5 turns. That was too close for comfort. Thanks, you guys. Don't mention it. Could I request that you document on our ship in a formal meeting? We would like to properly introduce ourselves and exchange intel if possible. As much as I would like to see that battleship of yours for myself, we need to decline. But Kyla! No buts, I have to get back and do my job. Now that we have shaken our tail, we need to get back to the portal and return to our world. I have some unfortunate news for you, darlings. The portal is currently closed. We think it's the noise it's doing. Eh? In that case, we don't really have any other options. Alright. Welcome on board. Thank you. Our staff will help you find your way around. Please come meet us in the conference room when you're ready. Alright. There it is. Silbel conference room. Welcome, virtuals. That doesn't sound right. First, let me introduce us. We are Hololive, an organization that was established to manage the virtuals who were displaced into this world. I'm Captain Enma, and this is my first officer, Genma. Pleased to meet you. Could you introduce yourselves? I'm Kobo, Water Shaman Extraordinaire. I'm Zed, I'm currently an investigator. Keyta, Holo Gear Engineer and Blacksmith. Holo Gear Blacksmith? Not just any blacksmith. Not just any blacksmith. She's a famous piloting blacksmith, also sometimes referred to as the Sleepless Winter. Gee, I wonder why. I have been called that. You're just the person I've been looking for. Please help me figure out how to upgrade our Holo Gears further. What's this all about? Professor, let's discuss this later. I'm sure our guests are confused enough as is. Yeah, right. You must be wondering what has happened here since the digital realization event. We eager to learn about the situation in the virtual world. Alright, let's talk. A long talk follows where both parties exchange relevant information about the state of the two worlds. So, the noise made it into this world too. That's not good. It's good to hear that the virtual world is doing well, all things considered. Props to Beccaland for keeping the noise at bay. So the noise are situated in the Great Valley of Dragonstone, and they can't get into Beccaland or past the Dragon Mountains, which means they're effectively contained there. For now. Did I hear that right? Pecora is the leader of Beccaland now? Usada Pecora? The one and only. We know her, actually. I hope she's able to handle all that pressure. Yeah, we met her way back when we were in the virtual world. I never really thought she'd be leader material. You and me both. Kinda harsh, but not entirely untrue. For now, things are going quite well. Pecora is keeping things running smoothly and manages to make the citizens feel secure. Though, she might be focusing on the latter a bit too much. The way things are now, the noise are only making hapless attempts at breaching our very first line of defense. But if what you said about those dissonant noises is true, things can get worse very quickly. If the noise pool their forces and start acting purposefully, this will become a whole other ballgame. If only the dragons actually did something for a change instead of just letting things happen. As long as the noise aren't right at their doorstep, they don't care. Anyway, it's good to hear that all the virtuals that got displaced have been well. That will be a huge relief for a lot of people back home. Hololive has been taking good care of us. It's just too bad that it's just us being here. Seems that we put this world in danger too. Those Star Eater things sound like trouble. If those things are intergalactic, there's no telling what their true power is. Imagine if they have some Dyson spheres. That would be terrifying. They could be just on a whole different level. Dyson spheres? What are those? I can explain later if you'd like. Don't you think the Star Eaters will show up in our world too? I mean, if they're after our idol powers or something, that's where they would go, right? That's a bridge we'll need to cross when we get there. What will you girls do now, though? There's always open spots here at Hololive. Well, we'll join up for now, of course. If we want to go back, we need to do something about the noise in this world, and that's not something we can do by ourselves. Great! It would indeed be a bad idea to go off on our own in a world in as much turmoil as this one. Agreed! Very well. Our staff will get you settled in. Keyta, if you find some time later, could you have a word with Professor Broderick? I'll be in the hangar for now. Don't rush yourself, though. Meanwhile, in the Silco living quarters, this'll do just fine. Oh, good. You should head down to the cafeteria later for a bite to eat. I'll blow your mind with how good it is. For a battleship, of course. Great! I'll meet up with you guys later. I'm going to go see what the professor wants. The hangars! Professor Broderick, was it? Yes, real glad to see you here and so fast. You mentioned something about upgrading holo gears, and I'm intrigued. So what's the deal exactly? Right, so we've been studying the holo gears that were displaced here for a good while now. And we've had a fair shake at upgrading them, but we hit a wall. We just can't seem to make the proper equipment to get them upgraded even further. One of the girls mentioned in your world you'd go to a holo gear blacksmith for that. And well, wouldn't you know it, that one just happens to fall into my lap. Do you think you can help me figure out everything? This special material is required to do serious modification to a holo gear. We also use a special forge for it. The material required is draconium, and there's a healthy supply sitting in our holo gear right now. Using it here would probably be the best tactical choice, so let's see if we can figure something out. Hell yeah, looks like we're back in business. In return, let me show you what we've been doing with our stage tech. You have my attention. Received 1 Ushi point. Sweet, I got 41 Ushi points on 27 SR points all running. Let me just save it here. With that, I think it is a good time to call it in for tonight. As much as I'd like to continue, I need to prepare for something else, especially for something tomorrow. But Kyla... No buts on that one. Much as we'd like to hang out around a bit more for a bit, I need to get prepped up for a collab stream tomorrow, which hopefully will go through. It was actually planned for last week, but something happened with the other party, and we had to postpone, so I'm gonna have to prepare for that. At the very least, though, we did end up on a pretty good note, and we actually got reinforcements as well, which is quite neat. Now, I'm just in, oh. Now, I'm wondering how things are gonna roll out once we meet up with Kyla, and they've managed to implement some upgrades for the other holo gears, if they will. But I'm pretty sure her unit, pretty sure, wait, what's the name of this unit again? The Il Malayon is definitely gonna get some upgrades now. Once we're done, let's see that jukebox came on. Call Captain on the bridge. Smith. Oh, it's Heroes Never Rest. So I'm going to assume... Wait, no. That's noise. Game on? No, that's for gamers. 0 hour then? No, that's Gen 0. Anyway. Where was I? Oh yeah. Thank you for dropping in. Maybe we'll continue this after the collab stream tomorrow, but we'll just have to see. Still have a lot of prep work for that, so I kinda have to end it early. At the very least, we did manage to get some good completion points today, even finishing the other run. So hopefully, once we continue this operation, we'll get some very good outputs. But that will have to wait another time. For the time being, though, if you got any complaints or valid reactions about the stream tonight, I'll really be grateful if you can share your thoughts on my Twitter or my Pixip. If you got a hankering for older streams that have expired here on Twitch, would be nice if you can check the VOD archive linked in the About tab on my profile page, and also searchable on YouTube under the same channel name. That's Lurk at Work. Work with a U instead of an O. By the way, if you're currently checking the VOD, thanks for dropping by. Hopefully you found the rather hectic list of events to your liking. But if you just checked out the VOD and it's not exactly... Well, you've checked out the VOD by mistake, and it's not exactly up your alley. There's always some other VOD on the channel that might be much more interesting to you, so I hope you browse around. And if you're a bit more interested, you can probably drop by and check us on the live stream. Speaking of the channel, if you got a friend who might be interested in the stuff I stream, or who just wants to complain about PNG streamers in general, it would really help me if you can share my channels with them. Twitch.tv/work and work on YouTube. Well, that's all from me for now. Once again, tomorrow, Work is going to be RTV. Tomorrow is again a collab stream, hopefully. So gotta set up for that. And I hope you will drop by for that as well. Might find something that would be entertaining for you. I'm just going to pray that this collab stream does not break compared to last time. It's been a long time since I attempted a collab stream, so maybe this time it won't be as bad. However, yeah, that's up to RNG now. Anyway, if you're still in the mood for a stream on Twitch, I can send you over to somebody who's doing a chat stream. But if you're not and you're heading out for the night, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Good night for those who are heading out, and stand by for those who are about to be sent over.